with Candace Cameron? What's going on with her? Why is she so against the community?
You know, I wore my outfit today.
Oh.
Here's the thing is, it's not that every movie has to have an LGBTQIA representation or love story. That's not the case. But to publicly say that you want to bring the great American Christmas back to being all about straight marriage, I mean, it's just a little wrong.
This legislation unites Americans. By passing this bill, we are guaranteeing same-sex and interracial couples, regardless of where they live, that their marriage is legal and that they will continue to enjoy the rights and responsibilities that all other marriages are afforded.
Last night, a 22-year-old domestic terrorist, which is not what the mainstream media is calling him, walked into a queer safe space named Club Q in Colorado and opened fire, unaliving 5 and injuring 18 others.
Hey peoples, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now you guys, I'm really not in the best mood today because of the tragedy that happened in Colorado recently. I'm very, very upset. And the reason why I'm so upset is because I'm so sick of everyone pointing fingers during a tragic time and trying to outlaw on our amendment, a second amendment, and also at the same breath telling people oh, you don't agree that kids can be chemically castrated? Oh, you don't believe that kids can go to gay clubs to go to a friendly, family-friendly drag show? Oh, your thoughts and prayers doesn't matter. Oh, you don't care about gays. It's just all this stuff is so fucking irritating. It's insane to me. And it's beyond me. It truly is, because this is such a sad tragedy. And it just goes to show that the gay community, they're not learning their fucking lesson, bitch. You may not like the Second Amendment, you may not like guns, but girl, it is time that these gay clubs, straight clubs, every place, store, business, use your Second Amendment right to protect yourself. And then no motherfucking perp, no motherfucking criminal will come in your fucking establishment trying to start some shit. When you hold your power and you use the power that is given to you in this goddamn state, country I meant, you will be fine. You would. But girl, nothing's changing, and it's so sad. It's beyond me. It really is. I was just so upset to see this stuff happen again. Why haven't we learned our lesson from what happened in Orlando at Post? I don't get it. I would have thought that these fucking gay clubs, this is why I don't even go out. This is exactly, I don't go out. This is why I just mind my own business. I don't quarrel with anyone. I do me. I don't fuck with nobody. Because of this, because I just know that these establishments, they're so woke and so they're so out of touch with the reality. And they campaign about oh, this trans person's murdered, this gay person's murdered, this is it. But you don't do anything. You just keep on allowing people to murder your own people and not telling people to protect themselves from these fucking crazy mentally ill motherfuckers. I don't even give a fuck about this man's story. Was he premeditated? No, it's I'm not trying to blame any victims or anything, but it's just at this point, y'all, we have to start protecting ourselves. I've always said, people say all the time, oh, Bruce, you don't like trans people. Oh, Bruce, you don't like your own kind. They say this stuff about me all the time, but I've always been the person to say gays, trans, whatever the fuck you are, I don't give a fuck. Protect yourself, regardless if I disagree with you on your fucking newfound identity or whatever like that. I still want you to be protected. I still wouldn't wish death on you. I don't wish death on anyone. I think that the shit that happened at Colorado, y'all need to like be strapped. Y'all need to start carrying like knife, mace, something, because it's unfortunate that like so many people are being killed simply because we're not using our own like God-given Second Amendment right to protect ourselves. That's just how I feel. I don't believe in banning the guns. And what pisses me off the most is like, this shit just happened and the politicians are already like trying to like push their agenda. We need to ban assault rifles. It's like, dude, come on now. Like, really? Like, if you give the government an inch, they're going to take a fucking mile. Like, look what happened in Canada. They took away the handguns. Like, once you give the government a mile, an inch actually, I even like a little bit of inch, they're going to take a mile. They're going to take away your assault rifle. Okay, and then they're going to take away your fucking AR-15. Okay, they're going to take away your shotgun. Okay, then they're going to take away your gun. Okay, your handgun. Then they're going to take away your knife. Then they're going to take away, like, what's going to happen then? What's going to happen then? Like, oh, what's next? Oh, they're going to tell you to live in a cubicle. They're going to tell you that like, oh, you can't go out at this certain time. Oh, oh, no, you can't eat that food. No, oh, your money? Oh, no, it's ours now. Like, you don't need to spend your money no more. We tell you when to spend your money. Like, do you not see what's going on? Did y'all see like these banks, like they're going to start like doing like this digital currency bullshit? Like MasterCard, like all these different banks. It's insane to me. Like, if y'all don't wake up and see what they're trying to do, like you something's wrong with you. Like, you have to get up, smell the coffee, because this is detrimental. And I know like people don't like the right wingers and like, you know, they think they hate all the gays and stuff like that. But like the fact that one of these politicians, I forgot her name, I think her name was Lauren or something like that. She sent out her thoughts and prayers to like the victims that were shot, like, you know, and stuff like that. And people in the comments are like having this ha moment, like, oh, this ain't this you? Like, you don't even like that that people are allowed to chemical castrate their fucking children. Oh, ain't this you? Like, you don't like that kids are being allowed to go to like a gay club at night, even though in the name of being family friendly, like these drag queens are like half naked. Like, people are having like this ha moment. It's like, girl, the majority of people in America, no one wants anyone to get shot or killed, whether or not you're trans, gay, straight, black, white, purple, yellow. Who gives a fuck? It's just, it's beyond me. It really is. And it's just so sad. Like, and if they fucking care, like these people who claim to care so much about the people who are killed, all these gays, all these people in the comments, claiming about like, oh, we need to take away the amendment, stuff like that. It's like, bitch, why the fuck are you not stepping up and stepping like a little bitch and actually like tell people like, hey, bitch, get armed. Like, hey, like these clubs, like, hey, get some armed security, like do something. Like, even in this case, like someone did and like stop the criminal that fucking went in there and shot up, you know, that gay club in Colorado. It's still like, why aren't these activists like telling these people, like, hey, protect yourself? Like, the only person I've ever seen tell people to protect themselves was probably like T.S. Madison.
However, by any means, for you need to get out, you got to get out. And it's either you get out, you can get out this way while he sleep. You can get out this way while he's resting his body. While he's resting his body, you can get out this way. You can take some pliers and go down on his balls and crush them balls so he don't make no other motherfucking children like him to be beating other women's. You can set you a nice a screwdriver, ice pick, or anything off in his eye. Bitch, do these things while he's resting his body. Kill that nigga. You feel me? You can't think about the children. You can take some scissors, a screwdriver, or you can just go head on and do it the easy way. Boom.
Who has like always told trans people, like gays, like protect yourself. Like, these men are out here like, kill that nigga. Like, I remember like she said that a long time ago, like, kill that nigga. Referencing like to these men that kills, like, you know, trans women, stuff like that, because they say, oh, well, we didn't know. It goes to the same things for these clubs and businesses. Like, they need to step it up. Like, but they're not going to listen because they already have their own agenda. They already have their own feelings about the Second Amendment. They feel like that it's caused some like guns, bitch. Guns will pull the trigger on their own, bitch. It's the people. Like, I wish people would just sit back and actually smell the coffee. Like, actually, like, bitch, it's the people. Like, people are going to do crimes, bitch, regardless. They're going to do crimes. If you take away the guns, like, what happened in Target? I can give so many fucking examples. Like, what happened in Target? Like, what, just like a week ago or two? This man went into Target, took a knife, and went on a stabbing spree. You think that taking away a gun is going to stop a criminal from being a fucking criminal? You're out of your fucking mind. What's next? Okay, you take away the gun. Like, people are going to go around and take a knife and go in a gay club and try to stab people. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, they may not get far, but it's still, like, bitch, crimes is going to be committed regardless. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you dumb fucks out there, you protect yourself. Like, get into these motherfucking clubs' ass and tell them, protect yourself. I won't be coming to your club if you don't have no armed guards. That's what needs to happen. Bitch, but it's never gonna happen. Like, you know, this is why I stay in the house. Like, I don't go nowhere. I don't do none of that. I go shopping. I shop. I go shopping. And even in shopping, I'm still like looking around because I know that these certain businesses, they do not uphold, you know, to the Second Amendment that is given to them to protect themselves from murderers, rapists, or anything, or even tyrannical government. So it's beyond me. It's so sad. It's truly so fucking sad. And I just wish that our own community would just learn from the fucking past. Learn from what happened in fucking Orlando, bitch. You not see how many people fucking died because of no one didn't have any protection against this unknown, like, fucking terrible people coming into your fucking establishment. Like, we have to do better. Everyone do fucking better, okay? Do better. And speaking of doing better, bitch, because we're gonna go into, like, this Bure situation, Candace Bure, which I like her. I actually really like her because I remember watching, like, Full House and her, like, I love her. Like, I've always been a fan of, like, Full House, stuff like that. Like, if you don't know shit about me, like, I'm a nerd. I watch so many different shows and movies. Like, I'm all into that. But the fact that people, like, it's so embarrassing. Like, it really is. I followed this like, LGBT account on Instagram, and, like, I recently like followed it because I like to go on these, you know, woke pages and, like, see what they talk about, because, like, I like to see different perspectives. I do. Like, I like to see different perspectives and to catch people in their lies, like, you know, and catch people in their hypocrisy. That's just what I like to do. And so I follow this account, just like I follow, like, Impact. I follow, like, a lot of different, you know, woke pages, and something caught my eye. If you follow me on Instagram, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. She's working with this television network that is Christian and conservative, and, like, you know, she claimed that she's going to be upholding, like, traditional marriage. And when I seen the headline of this, like, this post from the Instagram, I was just like, what's so wrong with that? Like, what's so wrong with someone wanting to uphold their own values? What breaks you? Like, why does it matter that Candace Bure, whatever her fucking name is, I think that's her fucking name, want to uphold traditional marriage, like, on a Christian conservative network? Why does it matter? Oh, is it because, like, Jojo Siwa came out and said, like, oh, she didn't want to take a picture with me when I was a fucking 11-year-old? Like, Jojo Siwa is so fucking annoying, dude. Like, I cannot stand Jojo Siwa. I've never liked her. Because I feel like she's a little brat. And she proved that with the bullshit that she was spewing about Candace. And it's just like, bitch, you have a vendetta against this woman because she didn't want to take a picture with you. Like, I'm pretty sure that she doesn't take a, like, I'm pretty sure, bitch, that Jojo Siwa doesn't take pictures with every goddamn body that she sees. Like, come on now. Like, I'm just so sick of, like, the witch hunt, especially against Christian people. Because, like, one thing about me, I don't give a fuck what religious, like, values you have or whatever like that. Just don't push the shit on me. The fact that this woman being a Christian and wanting to uphold traditional marriage, even though despite she doesn't give a fuck about, like, if anyone's gay or whatever like that, she just wants to see more traditional marriages on the television. What's so wrong with that? But the gays are over here acting like, oh, like it's something against it. It's like, why are you following this woman wherever she goes? Why? Like, what? It doesn't break you for some woman, like, if especially if you don't like her, to want to uphold traditional marriage. Why does it break you? I literally was watching Manifest yesterday and seemed like this guy, like a random character, like mentioned that he was like in love with this character in Manifest. It's like the gays, trans people are everywhere. Like, why does it break you that one more traditional marriage is being implemented on TV that you're probably not gonna watch? It goes to show, like, the cancel culture, the witch hunt on people's beliefs is happening so much. And I feel so bad for Candace Bure, that Jojo Siwa had the audacity to, like, try to, like, blackball her simply because she wants to value her beliefs. It's insane. Like, if anyone was to do the same thing, like, oh, what if a gay person be like, I want to uphold, I mean, like, look what happened to bros, okay? Like, look what happened to bros. People don't care. People don't care. We are a minority, bitch. Y'all didn't understand, like, not everyone, like, the majority of Americans, the majority of the world is not gay. The majority of people, like, all over the country, all over the world, bitch, is not trans. If this woman wants to uphold traditional marriage, let her. Who gives a fuck? Okay? Like, bitch, and this is what makes me more radical, and this is what makes me more, like, I'm off-putted by my own community. I'm off-putted as fuck. I don't reside in no community. I don't reside with no one. This is what I just do me, and I have my own beliefs, and, like, I just, cause it's too far. It's getting too fucking far for me, okay? It's getting too motherfucking far, and the people are becoming what they do not like, which is being a bigot, being a fascist, being a tyrannical fuck. Because that's exactly what they're being, and I can never get behind that. And I will forever be protecting people who are being, like, crucified, like, literally being crucified on the fucking stake. It's beyond me, and I feel so bad. Like, what was your feeling? Like, I want people in the comments, like, if you watching this right now, you got to this section, like, what do you feel about that? Like, do you think that it bothers them for someone to have one more traditional marriage on TV? Like, bitch, I like actually watching straight movies more than gay movies. Like, I think it's such a loving thing to see, like, straight people, like, in the natural order to, like, fall in love. Like, I truly do. Like, just like yesterday, I was watching the Lindsay Lohan movie. Like, I love seeing that. Like, you know, like, everything just doesn't have to be LGBT. It just doesn't. And I kind of miss when it wasn't like that. I really do. Like, it's what made us who we are today as gays and stuff like that. Watching straight couples on TV do them and us wanting to be like that. I just think that we've become so, like, tolerant that we're so, like, intolerant of other people's beliefs. And I just think that we're too progressive. America's too progressive. We need to reel it back, bitch. We really do. And just like when we become too progressive, like, it makes me want to be regressive. Like, it really does. And speaking of that, bitch, we're gonna move on to same-sex marriage because it's being protected under law now. And I'm very excited about that. Like, this whole entire like video today is all about the gays. It really is, because I'm over it. I'm really happy that they are protecting, like, basically trying to codify gay marriage and stuff like that. Like, even people be like, oh, you hate your own people, you hate trans people too, oh, you probably wouldn't even want same-sex marriage to even be codified into law. Like, y'all are so stupid. Like, the difference between abortion is that, like, you are actually killing a potential life. Same-sex marriage, like, you're not killing no one. Like, you're not murdering a potential life. That's the difference between abortion and same-sex marriage. Like, what? Like, don't even get me started on that. I'm really happy about that. Like, that's the only good news out of this whole entire video that you're probably gonna get from me. Like, I'm so happy about that. Like, I can actually jump out of my fucking skin. When I saw that, I was like, cool. But what pissed me off, because something always pisses me off, Ben Shapiro with his mumbling motherfucking mouth. I'm so sick of Ben Shapiro with his cucking for the fucking vaccine and mandates. And also, like, he wants protection. He wants the Jews to be protected into law, but, like, when the gays want to be protected into law for having their same equality in America, it's an issue, right, Ben Shapiro? It's an issue, right?
Same-sex marriage. Now, let me just put this out there for the Republican senators. If you vote in favor of the idea that society has an obligation to recognize male-male or female-female dyads in the same way that society has an obligation to recognize male-female, you should not be in the Republican Party. You shouldn't.
He irritates me the most because he's so hypocritical. Yes, you hold your own values and stuff like that, but, like, please, like, we live in America. We should all be able to have the equality to do what we want, as long as it's not hurting ourselves and hurting potential life and hurting and killing and murdering a life, okay? That's the difference. And same-sex marriage is not hurting anyone. It's not hurting you. It's not going against your fucking values of being a Jew, Ben Shapiro, okay? It's just about equality, It's all about that, and I think that that's great. And yes, we should also criticize these same people in the name of equality, trying to chemically castrate children. I'm behind that, but at the name of that, like, you're not going to try to, like, prevent me in the future if I want to have a husband and get married under law. You're not going to try to prevent me from having access in the name of you trying to, like, uphold traditional, like, values. And see, that's the thing. Like, I truly understand both sides. Like, I'm not retarded. Like, I know that there are extremists on one end and there are people on the other end that, like, just want middle ground. I'm all about middle ground. I'm very, like, in the middle of everything. I really am. I always have been. I just agree with, like, the rights values even more. And that's the thing too. Like, the fact that 12 Republicans voted for, to protect same-sex marriage, it just goes to show, like Republicans are slowly also are progressing. They are, like, they're slowly progressing as well, like, with the left on, on equality, stuff like that. Even though the left is so fucking left, the Republicans are also, being more lenient and being more tolerant towards gays as well. And I think that should be applauded, instead of, like, trying to, like, demonize the whole community of right wingers and, like, Republicans and conservatives. Like, people don't give a fuck, okay? Because it doesn't affect them. But people like Ben Shapiro, who thinks that, like, oh, if you have same-sex marriage, it's fundamentally affecting my marriage. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you piss me off. Like, no, it's not. Just let people live their lives. And yeah, I'm so happy that same-sex marriage is being, protected, period. I think I'm done, you guys. It was really fun sitting here talking with y'all. I know, like, we're in a different setting. Like, the light, like, the sun is, like, the sun goes down, bitch, by, like, 4 o'clock. It gets dark really fast. So we're just gonna have to compromise on, like, we may have to be up here in my room talking. I may be in downstairs in the living room talking with you guys. Like, it just is what it is. I hope you guys enjoy the new setups and stuff like that. Because I'm going to be you know, trying to make videos whenever I can. And, you know, I love making videos. It's fun to sit here and talk with you guys. And, you know, I don't want to neglect y'all. Like, I have so many video ideas that I can go on and on and on and on about. Like, I'm really happy to sit here and have the opportunity to sit here and talk to people that understands my point of view, and we can share each other's thoughts. Like, I hope you guys share your thoughts in the comments with me, and because I do read them. Sometimes I don't respond all the time, but like, I do read them, and I do appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your day and just to come here, subscribe, and, you know, support me. And I'm really grateful for y'all. I really am, regardless if you agree with me, disagree. I have leftists that agree with me as well. So it goes to show that, like, we are all in this together. We want the country to be better. We want us to also have freedom to do whatever we want. We want to also have the freedom to protect ourselves. Like, we're all in this together, you know, at the end of the day. And I just wish everyone the best. And I love y'all so much. But also criticize the fuck out of both sides. I don't give a fuck. No motherfucking child should be able to transition at no fucking 15 years old, okay? Wait till you're fucking 18. Wait till you be able to develop, okay? It's important, okay? If you really understand, like, there are so many people out here that follow me that is left. Like, bitch, you know what's right and what's wrong. I know that, like, you know, you believe in, you know, of course, being trans is, like, valid as fuck, but you know damn well that there are so many complications. If you did your fucking research, so many complications. Just like with the right, bitch, people don't give a fuck if you're having same-sex marriage. No one gives a fuck, okay? It's not doing nothing towards you on your fucking straight marriage. Shut up. Both sides irritate me. And that's why we need to end in the middle. And that's why I'm done. All right. I love y'all all so much. Don't forget to be yourself, no one else. I didn't get to say it in my last video. Anyways, yeah. Bye, y'all.